Hey guys, Hatter here, and welcome to reacting to Reddit forums. We are going to be doing r/funny for this video. I figured I would try something a little bit out of my forte on the channel, which normally, even though it's a very small channel, I do games and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really wanted to play anything recently. So yeah, let's get started with r/funny. So I just realized that half the posts on this channel are gonna be videos, so I have to put in headphones. I'll also give credit where credit's due. Get started. So this is leaving snacks for delivery drivers.
Million guy didn't know. Oh, do I see honey bunny?
Okay, so whoever did this, by the way, you're awesome. I have fun fact, I have a best friend who owns a online shop, and she constantly is having to do orders and stuff like that. Um, and I'm so proud of her, by the way. Borderline Punk Design is her website. You should go check it out. Um, and she does a lot of this same concept where she'll like put out snacks and like drinks and stuff for the delivery drivers, and she is so sweet about it. I absolutely love her. But I love the idea of like, hey, these people are just doing their job, like they are constantly out every single day doing the things they need to do. So it's kind of nice being nice to them and, showing your appreciation. This one's called, what would you call this? My man is riding a ladder. I didn't even know you could do that. Me personally, I don't even like ladders. I got a big problem when it comes to heights. So like, ooh, that's just making me nervous just thinking about it. I admire their optimism. Physics don't. Oh, that's not gonna end very well. I won a prize for dressing up for 80s night at the bar, but I didn't know it was 80s night. Valid crash out as any Pokemon loving kid would tell you, Pikachu is primarily what color?
Pikachu is primarily what color?
Yellow, right? I'm not a
Red,
Pokemon fan.
yellow,
Yeah, he's yellow.
green,
I don't know why I said
blue.
that like I didn't know.
I don't know any of these. Answer, I'd like to go ahead and ask the expert.
It's B. It's yellow.
Sorry, there's no question in your mind. You're sure one.
Don't ask me again.
I mean, I like how I just said that I think it is, but like honestly, if you know anything about Pokemon, Pikachu. Everyone knows Pikachu, even if you don't know Pokemon, which me, I don't know Pokemon a whole lot. Never really been into it. Pikachu's yellow. That's just how it goes. How to water fountain. My man, what are you doing? What the fuck? I feel okay. I don't even think I can show that on YouTube. Oh, should take mushroom. Millionaires deserve all that money that work. God, I can't fucking read. Take mushroom. Millionaires deserve all that money. They worked hard for it. At least you can send flowers. Oh my God. How are you gonna get less than a mile away and just get it? Like, did this person, this person, oh, I feel so bad for laughing because they probably did get into an accident and these people are like actually hurt. But how do you get that far and then accidentally get into an accident? I hope everyone's okay. That really wasn't a laughing matter. This one's called, what is the capital of Egypt?
Now, what's the capital of Egypt?
Pyramids.
During what month of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant?
August.
Name a celebrity whose first name begins with the letter Q.
Q.
Yeah.
Your man, Wolverine there, Q Jackman.
What? Hugh Jackman. It's Hugh Jackman.
Q, as in quality.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god. He cannot be this for real. He cannot. This isn't real. How do you mess that up? How do you... Okay. I don't even have anything to say to that. That's just... He sounded so genuine too. I want to believe that that was fake and that he was just kidding, but he sounded really genuine, especially with the apology. People, I swear. This one's called This Robot Has Had Enough. I don't think I can show that on YouTube either. This one is broadcasting live from the bottom of the Argentina area. Argentine. Oh my god, I can't read. I saw it, you saw it. What did we see? Y'all, it's an animal, it's gonna have one. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like I said, it's an animal. All animals and mammals have it. It's just a sign. Out of order escalator sign at my local shopping center. This escalator is refusing to escalate. This has been escalated to the energy. This has been escalate. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just really not good at reading. This escalator is refusing to escalate. This has been escalated to the engineer who is on their way down, other way up or down to check it out. Please use the lift. God. It would have been funnier if I didn't stutter throughout that whole thing. Run into a bear at the woods. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I've been taken care of. I've never taken care of my teeth, so they have all fallen out. Oh, so you're a gummy bear then? I mean, when your dad says he wants to talk to man to man.
I want to talk to you about car insurance, not a duel at high noon.
That's the wholesome kind of dad stuff. That's awesome. I like it when dads and sons have their own like way of feeling. So this one is men before and after they see their favorite person. Oh boy. It's funny because those two songs are on my playlist too, and sometimes they'll go back to back. He said it was his last one. No, not the lizard. Not the cigarette. Hypothalamus sends its regards, okay? Look at him working so hard at this hour. Initiate cognitive decline. Increase fatigue to unbearable levels. Make him regret challenging the Karakidan rhythm. Captain, he has retreated to bed. Permission to initiate the sleep cycle, sir. Permission denied. Oh, is this how my brain works? This is how my brain works. Okay. So my internet started glitching a little bit and I had to refresh the page and everything. And the video I was gonna watch ended up disappearing into the algorithm. So I just decided to go to a different subreddit because honestly that one had only a couple good ones. This one is r/meirl. I think it's actually I watch this one a lot on YouTube and it's pretty funny. Working my first office job, is it normal to have nothing to do? Yes, but don't ever, 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 ever say it or look like it. Ever, ever, ever. Walk fast, always hold something, and don't smile until noon. I have a 9 to 5 job, and this is basically how it feels. You basically just have to look like you have to basically work the entire time until you leave. And it sucks. Shout out to my lawyer. I was facing 30 days in jail, but he got me 9 years of probation. Never call Paul. Jim Bros congratulating me on my consistent diet of chicken and rice. Me who only knows how to cook chicken and rice. Me being broke and only eating ramen at work. When you block your ex on everything, but they still have access to your Netflix account. Can we talk, please? Netflix is like the only, like, thing. I don't know where I was going with that one, but I'm not really into Netflix. I think the only thing I watched on Netflix was The Flash and Sandman, and that's been it. Netflix has kind of gone downhill for me. I'm more of a voice crack. I'm more of like, you know, Main one is YouTube, definitely, and then Disney Plus for like old Disney shows and Disney movies, and then like HBO Max if I want to watch like Doctor Who. 10 years ago, when I worked in tech support, a frustrated customer called, and this was literally the first thing they said. Can you please transfer me to the least liked employee so I can make their day miserable? I love how these are such decent memes, and then I ruined them by talking because for some reason I do not know how to talk properly. And also, you're welcome for that very intense, intimate breath ASMR into the microphone. But yes, hey, at least they're telling you ahead of time, hey, I'm gonna be an asshole, and I don't want to be an asshole to you, so give me the one that no one likes. How it feels to sense someone isn't a good person, but not being able to say anything until that word catch up. I don't know what that word means. Hold up, let me look that up. Okay, so I'm even more of a dummy because I'm so dyslexic. I did not know that said neurotypical. This video may have been a bad idea, but I'm just gonna keep running with it. Also, I know this feeling like all the time, and I always have to like convince myself that it's like, is it me? Is it actually the person? And then I just sort of wait a while until someone else catches on. I'm like, okay, so it wasn't just me, right? Cool. When you're too focused on trying to look like a good listener and realize you actually forgot to listen. I have this with literally everyone I talk to. Um, Thankfully, some of the people I was gonna say some of the people I hang out with, my family understands that I zone out a lot. I really do. And most of the time I will have to pull my focus back in and be like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I zoned out. Can you repeat what you said? It sucks zoning out, but also being deaf at the same time because then you just get nothing. It sucks even more when I'm at work because not only can I not hear what you just said, but also I zoned out and forgot what you said. Also, bad memory. I am awesome when it comes to my senses. My sense of smell is good though. Should I just die? Your bowl of rice is hurting the climate too. Your bowl of rice is hurting the climate too. I don't like rice, so I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with it. Moving on. Being autistic is repeating the exact same thing you mean over and over very clearly while the people around you make a game out of seeing how much they can misunderstand you. Not cool. Not cool, Post. Not after I literally just did that. Husband got a bad habit. Oh boy, here we go. Of shoplifting avocados whenever he goes to any store like Safeway, Walmart, etc. He just puts one avocado in his pocket. Max, he do is one per store, and when back home, he keeps smiling, looking at the avocado for 5 to 10 minutes. How to fix this? Any ideas? He could be doing a lot worse. If he's stealing an avocado, fuck it, let it happen. I don't know. Group projects in school weren't meant to teach you teamwork. They were meant to teach you how to deal with the incompetence of your coworkers in the workplace. That's very true. Yeah. One time a guy picked me up to take me on our first date, and he was playing the god-awful metal music. So I turned it down, and he legit made an illegal U-turn and took my ass right back home without saying one word. Okay, well, to his defense, what the fuck is wrong with metal music? I mean, everyone has a right to like whatever kind of music, but you turned down his music in his car and called it god-awful? I mean, I'm not condoning the illegal U-turn, but I would have taken you home too, or at least told you, hey, please don't touch my radio. That's my radio, and you can just ask me if you like. Just tell me, hey, I'm not really into this music. Can we change it to something else? I would be like, all right, cool. But to like just reach your hand over and be like, nope. Sorry, that's just rude as hell. Me hanging out with a random baby on a family gathering. I used to do this a lot whenever we used to have family stuff going on back in like 15 years ago. I would be that kid who would just sit next to the kids and just hang out with them because honestly, the grown-ups scared me. I'm not gonna lie, they did. A Thai girl brought an airsoft machine gun to defend herself from monkey attacks on her way home. What kind of monkeys? And there's a random rock, but like, what are they just like cats over there? Like they just walking around wanting to pick fight with everybody? Is it like in Australia when you just have kangaroos walking everywhere? Try to beatbox, try to box you to death. Dating is really just finding someone whose parents fucked them up in a compatible way to how your parents fucked you up. Yeah, I've been single for 3 years, so I can't really relate. Actually, 3.5 years. It's been a while. When I get to drink water at night and things get out of control. Oh, when I get up to drink water at night and things get out of control. Fun fact, I have to go to work very early in the morning, so I have to be up at like 6 in the morning, and that means I only get to do this like once or twice a week, and half the time I'm too tired to even do that. So most of the time I'm done eating and drinking by like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I'm just gonna give you a full refund. Thanks, Marcus. That was easy. It's no problem. Honestly, I just want to get up. I just want to get up out of here. I got my daughter's a new dog, and I just want to get home and play with that puppy. How is that funny? That's kind of cute. I like that. As an autistic person, I love explanations. I always like to know the why. I see explanations as reasons, not excuses. They help me from where other people are coming. They help me see where other people are coming from. I don't get upset or annoyed when people do something wrong and explain why. I'm glad to know their intentions. I'm different when it comes to that, but I'm not going to go into full detail about that. But like if you do something wrong and you know you did something wrong, like, yeah, tell me your reasoning, but you still did something wrong knowing it was wrong. So, yeah. 25-year-old hot girl moves in next door. Wife, don't seduce the new neighbor. Me, fat, almost 40 years, 40, wears sweatpants most days. Okay. Okay, this is just a creepy post entirely. For starters, way too young. And for second, there's that weird, like, man hates wife, wife doesn't want to be around man, man tries to get with younger person because he feels like it, because he doesn't like his wife being old. It's a weird complex that I've just never gotten into. Every day I laugh about my old job holding mandatory workshops on burnout and scheduling them for over our lunch break. Wait, what? Every day I laugh about my old job holding mandatory workshops on burnout and scheduling them for over our lunch break. Oh, I wish my job did that. Netflix will help you finish spelling the name of the movie you're looking for and then tell you they don't have it. I have this problem all the time when I used to use Netflix. It was always, I would be trying to find something I can't find anywhere else, and it would make me think I was looking something up just for it to be like, hey, it's on another platform. I'm like, then why didn't you tell me that? Because then I just wasted like 10 minutes trying to get there. Stupid. So I had to remove my car stereo so it wouldn't get stolen, which was the style at the time. I recognize those because my dad used to have one in his car, and I just remember thinking how cool and like Tron Legacy it looked because like every time he pressed a button, the whole thing would light up, and it was really nice. I got to admit, car radios aren't the same anymore, at least from what I could tell. I don't have a car. Me sitting and doing nothing because I have too many things to do. Literally, the second I get home from work and I realize I have a whole day off the next day, this is me for at least 2 hours. I just sit there, either put something on the TV or whatever, but I'll just sit there for like ever. And sometimes I'll be like scrolling on my phone or just try to process what I just went through. But you just zone out. It's like you have way too much you have to do and you want to think about which one to do first. And then most of the time, I don't get anything done and I've just been sitting there all day. From ages 20 to 24, you're literally just a teenager with bills. Yeah, I'm 26. I can't relate to that. I mean, I used to, but yeah. Why are men so scared to talk to women? I operate under the assumption that everyone wants to be left alone. Yeah, I'm not really gonna go into that one. OMG, Target chat guy is going through it. However, to help you with a quickly resolution, I can help you either with a 100% refund and replacement. May I know which one would you like to go for? Good God, I still can't read. Me, a replacement, please. James, sure, let me quickly get that done for you right away. James, in the meantime, may I ask you how the rest of your day has been so far? Me, it's been pretty good. How about yours? Glad to hear that. Mine is a roller coaster. I forgot my wife's birthday and now she's totally mad. The agent is typing. A lot of these are just people not liking their spouses or being forgetful. It's so weird. I love that bands still pretend to leave before their encore, like Peekaboo for dolls. Gave money to a homeless man. A stranger lectured me on how he's just going to spend on drugs and alcohol. Yeah, okay, like I wasn't. Women's deodorant scents. Rose, cotton, spring, meadow. Nice. Men's. Winter ice, Sharknado, glacier punch, anti-race gun. Oh, that is so true. Like, how, like, what the hell does, like, galaxy breath smell like, or whatever it was? Homosexuality was still classified as an illness in Sweden in 1979. Swedes protested by calling in sick to work, claiming they felt gay. Homophobic problems require gay solutions. Oh, that was my favorite. If you're ever feeling insecure about wearing a bold outfit, makeup, look, etc., just remember Freddie Mercury would adore it and would absolutely admire your courage. How to stay humble when you're always right about everything. Yeah, good thing for me is I'm not always right about everything, and I'm okay with that because that means I can just learn in the process. It's the whole point of growing up. My daughter got in a little tussle with a kid and some water at school. She said the VP, guessing vice principal, started yelling at her in the office. Afterwards, the vice principal asked if she had anything to say. My daughter, did yelling at me make you feel powerful? Let me get ready to homeschool her. I gotta be honest, I don't think that happened, but if that did, kudos. One time when I was like 11, my dad took me to an Italian restaurant and the waiter asked what my name was, and I said, Sam, but can you call me Captain Ravioli? And my dad just looked at me and said, what the fuck was that? Don't do that. And I've been chasing that high ever since. Wow, I really like. I'm gonna be honest. I wish I had that kind of thing with my dad at a restaurant. Last restaurant I went to, my dad had tricked me like when I was like 8 or so. My dad tricked me into eating a jalapeno, and even though I didn't know what a jalapeno was at the time, so not only did he make me think it was a pickle, but then he told me to guzzle water afterwards, and was like laughing the whole time as I was trying to figure out why my mouth and my throat were like literally on fire. Thanks. But yeah, that was fun. Constantly amazed by the number of men that walk around the city with no bags, just going to work raw, walking out the door with no emergency tissue or painkillers, just them and their hands in their pockets against the world. Yeah, I have a bag, so I carry all my shit in there. When your life is falling apart, but you're still out here trying to have a good time, oh, you are so going down. What that is that cities in the background? Wow. Never stops being darkly funny to me that doctors struggle to diagnose autism while a 12-year-old bully can do it in 10 seconds flat. There's a lot of stuff that a 12-year-old bully can figure out before a doctor does. And funny enough is you don't have to pay the bully to do anything. Well, actually, no, sometimes you do actually have to pay the bully to do that. Life's fun. Said, sorry for the wait to a customer today. And she turned around and said, no, you're not. You know what, you're right. I have this problem at work whenever somebody like comes up to me and they're like, hey, do you have this item? And I'm like, oh, it should be over there. And they're like, well, it's not. I'm like, okay, let me look it up for you. And then I'll look it up and I'll be like, hey, so they don't have this item, but they have this item instead. And they'll be like, no, I don't know if you heard me. I want this item. And then they'll like mansplain and like over announce the word and try to make me feel like that I got the word wrong somehow. Like, I know what you said. It still doesn't mean that it's in the store. It just means that you're wasting your time by trying to explain something to me. I already know. Me waiting for my phone to stop ringing because I don't use it for that. A volume down button, that's what I do. I mute that shit. My mental health walks make my mental health worse because I live in a shithole. I don't have any mental health walks. I should. I used to have them all the time in the other area I lived in, but the problem is that I don't have any sidewalks here. So most of the time when I'm walking home from work, I'm just listening to music because I have to still focus, and music takes my mind off the fact that I'm walking next to traffic and there's people looking at me, and I don't like that. I just found out the average dream lasts 2 to 3 seconds. Bro, I go on a whole ass missions. I never even remember my mission. Me going to another city because I couldn't switch lanes. I don't drive, so I wouldn't know. But I have driven with a lot of people before, and yeah, it's scary. Especially when you get on the highway, when you're trying to go to a different area and you're kind of just driving for 12 minutes on the highway because you can't get off. Children are so strange. I just had seven young boys on my front porch demanding to see my cat. They had a leader. I opened the door, and before I could greet them, he said, where's your cat? I know he's in there. We see him in the window, and he's real fat. I don't know what to do here. We used to have a bunch of neighbor kids, too, when we were younger, who would come over and be like, they wanted to play with our cats, too. You know you're in an interesting area when it's overrun by cats and children. Always amazes me how adaptable kids are, because when I told my 9-year-old sister that I was ADHD and needed her to do things like text me before you call, or when asking a question gives a lot of detail, and she was like, okay, no problem. But my mom cried and said I ruined her life. I know the feeling. Kids just understand better than adults, I'm sorry. Me watching the new hire skip lunch, skip breaks, thinking they'll get rewarded for working hard. It never pans out that way. If you ever skip anything, it's just your fault. You still have to work extra hard, but now you're working extra hard with nothing in your stomach and your feet are hurting. Lord, grant me the strength to throw away this box that I'll never use, the courage to. I don't know why I went to that accent. Hold up. Lord, grant me the strength to throw away this box that I'll never use, the courage to throw away this box that I'll never use, and the wisdom to throw away this box that I'll never use. I still have boxes that I never use in my closet. Then, what are your hobbies? Me, I love coming home and being at home and sitting inside my home and staying home. Yeah. I paid for this beer and thought of this. I paid for his beer and thought of and that of his guys. Everyone loved me. I didn't know it was such a big deal for guys. My friend has a girl who feeds all of us on weekends. Anytime he looks at another girl, we slap him on her behalf. Oh, I love that. You know, the homie's got your girl. What's worse than a heartbreak? Being mean to your mom and realizing it later. Yeah. Or being mean to any loving family member and realizing you fucked up. When the period cramps and period hits all at once. Hey girl, the toilet lid, girl, the toilet's closed, girl, behind you, hey, the toilet's closed, girl, the lid. It's a mermaid, fuck my life. I sent my brother to get us toothpaste and he came back with this. I'm 29, he's 32. And? It looks like some good toothpaste. Several days ago, an apple fell from the tree while my brother Dan was under it. Now, at least twice a day, he waits for 5 to 15 minutes under the tree for the possibility of an apple. Isn't that a dog? Never mind. My Chinese friend is just learning English. Love you too. Good night, rest in peace. Please don't say that to anybody, okay? You know what I miss? Turning on something and having it just work. No registering on another device, no signing into an account, no downloading an app. Just plug it in and it does the thing it's supposed to do. I have this when it comes to tech. I will literally have to ask if stuff works before I buy it. If I buy a TV, I'm always hesitant it's going to work. When I bought my first computer, I was hesitant it was going to work. When I bought this microphone, I thought it wasn't going to work because I'm so used to things now just not wanting to work. At least in the past, when you got something, you could tell it was going to work because for starters, it was heavy duty and it was just back in the early 2000s and 90s. Stuff just worked. Someone told me, you don't have kids, so you shouldn't be tired. Laughed my ass off. Girl, fuck you and your kids. No, okay. So, like, if you have kids, that's great. And obviously, that's a huge, like, responsibility. But also, people are allowed to be tired for different reasons. Like, if they have work or something like that. I don't have kids. I'm still tired every single day because of work and mental health and all that. Got stuck in a convo with some wealthy people and the guy asked me how my investments were doing. Told him both avocados should be ripe by tomorrow. This Reddit subreddit really likes avocados. How did we do 2 years of uni without ChatGPT? This is about to be I used to walk 10 kilometers to school. Yeah. My wife and I are going to quit our jobs and travel until we run out of money. I estimate we'll be home around 9 p.m. tonight. Bro, what the fuck is happening on Facebook Marketplace today? She said no one in front of my whole family. $1,200 ring. Oh, my blanket when I'm trying to find the long side at 3 a.m. I literally had this morning. It's just not gonna work. You're just gonna have to deal. Or get like one of those really, really long hoodies that feel like blankets. You'd be surprised how well your sleep is after that. When you show people a movie you love and they don't pay attention or react to any of the important scenes, literally grew up with this. I used to always like look at my mom or my cousin or whoever is watching it with me and just always try to make sure their reaction is what I think it's going to be because half the time it's not. I just feel like I've outgrown the idea of employment. I've definitely outgrown a lot of stuff, but I still need the money to like, survive and, live. Me on my last day of vacation because my flight leaves at 4 p.m. I don't really go on vacations, and I've never been on a plane, probably never will. After I literally have never liked planes. I've always been terrified of heights. Anything can happen on a plane, and then after watching the first Final Destination movie, I'm never getting on one anyway. I'm sorry, but I am not a survivalist. The second we start fighting over fresh water, I'm killing myself. Y'all have fun though. I feel that way with the zombie apocalypse. I'm not going to test it. I'm not going to try to outrun a runner or whatever. If this is Zombieland or Walking Dead, I am ending it right then and there. Like, no. An in-ground pool costs $80,000 to $100,000. An above-ground pool costs $399 at Sam's Club, $25 a week. Fine from my homeowners association. The math speaks for itself on this one. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of pools above ground. We used to have one all the time at my dad's house, and not gonna lie, they're clean, and half the time you can literally feel the ground beneath you. So like you'll be swimming and you'll feel like a stick or something, and that hurts. If you grew up with this clear plastic runner rug in your home, you may be entitled to compensation. Oh, I hated those. Bro, you're fine. You just need an impossible sequence of events to play out in the perfect order against all odds, and you'll be fine. I'm proud of myself for that one. I read that one without stuttering. When someone eats the last snack I was saving. Thankfully, I live in a house where everyone respects each other's wishes with their food, and I actually get offered food, and I don't have to hide it. When your jam comes on, but you don't know the lyrics. Am I supposed to know who these people are? Probably. Either way, yeah. Us, be safe, don't text and drive, also us. Oh, dude, I remember those. Are they still a thing? Hope they are. We hired a college intern today. Today's his first day. Here's what he just sent me. Hey, had a quick idea for the company. Sorry if this was already brought up, but have we tried increasing revenue? No, we didn't. I'm starving. Me after taking 3 bites and a sip of water. Yeah, I get that way a lot of restaurants. Okay, so that does it for Reddit for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was definitely new, and I'm definitely gonna have to edit the crap out of this video because there's a lot of the same meme that came up, or I said something dumb. Either way, yeah, I hope you liked it. These will probably be coming out way more than my games and stuff like that, because at least with these, I don't have to find a game to play or whatever. I'm still trying to do gaming, but like, I don't want to play something unless it's genuine or not. I'm still trying to make VFX videos on my other channel, working on a Human Torch one at the moment, but I don't know when that will come out because I'm still trying to figure stuff out. But I will link my other channel in the description just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. But honestly, there's only 8 people here, so I have no idea if anyone's gonna actually pay attention. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.